Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Herbert now. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert, he'll spot Eskridge open left side. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. back to the ground with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just throw the field with those 2 defensive backs in their down package. Forces the incompletion.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Chicago first down there, a gain of 11. What an effective play there, getting the wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Fields. This complete to Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. The good things are in store here today.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Goodwin, 61 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That outline to Mooney. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the 50, here's Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there. Big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are once again back in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Herbert throwing again. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On first down, it's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy has the legs to escape most of these.
Flushed out right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to hold up incomplete.
And the time work on defense, too, as the defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially all the blood of the pass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They snap it to Herbert. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. Touchdown! Dwayne Eskridge, 36 yards. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. On first down, it's Fields. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Herbert. Just keeping the play alive. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
Well, let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he finds his target, Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 30-yard play on third.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On first down, Fields. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They snap it to Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 12, Fields eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
A good pick up there, 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up at 3.
That's good football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They try again with Montgomery. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things over top of Madden basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said, got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And go down to a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
He's up to the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Chicago, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.